are a few of you in this audience who may recognize the name Jackie Gleason. Yeah, probably so. You don't have to raise your hand. I know. I can tell. I certainly remember Jackie Gleason. For those of you who are too young to remember, back in the mid-1950s, Jackie Gleason and Audrey Meadows starred in a situation comedy way back in the days of black and white TV. And that situation comedy was called what? Anybody remember? Honeymooners. That's right. Can't you just see their little apartment? Dingy little apartment in Brooklyn. Ralph Cramden was a bus driver for the city of New York. And Ralph Cramden was a not-so-great days person. You remember that? Ralph was always angry. He was always upset with something or someone. He was constantly scheming to try to make a buck or to acknowledge himself, usually at the expense of someone else. Ralph's self-esteem obviously was pretty low because he was always doing something to try to inflate himself. Usually during the program, Ralph's scheme would blow up. And so he would come home and he would rant and rave and stew and spew to his wife, Alice. And Alice would just stand there and listen. And then with a few well-chosen words and a look that spoke volumes, she could put Ralph in his place. But do you remember at the very, very end of the program what usually happened? Ralph would wrap his arms around his wife, Alice, and he would say to her, "Baby," what was it? "Baby, you're the greatest." That's right. "Baby, you're the greatest." There are a lot of people in our world today, I believe, who spend their lives mimicking Ralph Cramden. It's tough out there. No one's going to deny that. But very often when we are worn down and frazzled and frustrated and upset because our plans didn't go the way we wanted them to go, we come home and we rant and we rave and we stew and we spew and we take it out on the people whom we claim that we love the best. We really need to be in the business of wrapping our arms around the people that we love and saying, "Baby, you're the greatest." If you remember Jackie Gleason, you probably also remember a singer-songwriter named James Taylor. And I love the lyrics of one of James Taylor's songs. He says, "Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are going to be much better if you only will." Now, don't take it just from James Taylor. There is scientific research that proves that positive outflow of the people to the people around us really creates a lot of happiness. A psychologist, a professor at the University of Washington, has spent his 30-year career studying marriages and trying to figure out why some work and why some don't work. Obviously, there are a lot of reasons, but one in particular that he discovered was something that he calls the magic ratio. And the magic ratio is this: people who have long, sustained, happy marriages are the ones who provide their spouse with 5 positive comments, acts, words of encouragement to every 1 negative. And what's very interesting, this same ratio, 5-to-1, works not only in marriages, it works in workplaces as well. Fascinating. 5-to-1. Some of us have a little catching up to do, don't we? So if you want to have more great days, let's shower the people we love with love. Show them the way that we feel. And things are going to be much better if we only will.